Plumbers videos, pump flaps, plant rooms and leaking Worcesters. My name's Alan Hart, and in today's video we've got a few videos today that have been sent in by Lee, and one of them is a plant room, changing a pump in a plant room, which is really interesting. And I'd love you if you could put a comment about that. Pump flaps, have a look what a pump flap is, something I never knew. And that's great things about these videos is I'm learning as well, so please keep sending them in. Send them in on landscape if you can. I will add it in the comments below. I've been putting in the comments, but I'll also put it in the description as well. So I've been asked to put it in the description, and that's been numbered so you can send videos in on WhatsApp. Also, to start, we've got a leaking Worcester, and it's a top tip on how to reset the PRV on a Worcester without having to take the boiler off the wall. So sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So without further ado, let's go over to Lee. But please, if you can, put a comment below. The most important thing I can ask you to do is put a comment below and put a thumbs up on the video. Thank you.
Seriously wrong with this overflow pipe from the boiler. It's leaking down, causing a bit of an issue to the wall. It's absolutely drenched it. Just have a look. Could you give me a call? Cheers.
What we got here is a Worcester Bosch green stair. I know you're going to say he's close to the wall. You know, well, I didn't fit it, so I've just been called out to this one today. So anyway, let's see. It's been blowing off. Customer says it was just running down back at wall when I'm trying to top it up. I wonder if it's maybe because this box has been put on wet top up loopers and it's over pressurized. I have checked expansion vessel, that's fine. So here's a top tip. Sometimes underneath you can actually look, you might think it's failed on PRV, but it hasn't. It just needs resetting. So let's have a look, shall we? It's a fucking shithole in here. Right, let's have a look. Oh, because Alan wants it in bloody landscape. Right, let's have a look. And yeah, as you can see, it has been activated, but it hasn't reset. Right, so let's see if we can reset it. I can see this proving to be a bit of a pain in the ass to do while I'm trying to film at the same time. But it is a good tip as this, because you think, oh no, I'm going to have to chop up pipe work out or take boiler off at wall to try to fit a new one because it's knackered. Well, it's not. There we go. You can see it's now in the closed position. God, I hate Worcester Bosch. Right, so let's see if it holds. It might work, it might not. Get that, eh? Up and up and up she goes. Where she stops, no one knows. I find it hard to do things and stuff at the same time. Right. That's now holding its pressure. Let's get it on. Ooh, listen to all that air. Yeah, a lot of air in there. get it onto a bar. Job's a good one. Happy days. Now that is a top tip, and I hope it helps a lot of you guys out there. Yeah, really good. Stay safe, guys, and stay well. Speak to you later, Alan. Ta-da. Right, morning Alan, as promised, in one of my plant rooms today. So yeah, here we go. So today we have got, these are my Quinters by the way, so pretty cool boilers, dead easy to work on. Today we've got some pumps to change. So these are the shunt pumps or primary pumps, and yeah, we're going to be ripping these out today because they're obsolete, or so they tell me. So I've been given these bad boys. So they're not the biggest that I've got. They're quite small of these. It's only a primary school is this. Did have a few issues with these, but I managed to get seals done on them. So yeah, so I'll just take you on a quick tour. So obviously got this pressure vessel, and then we've got this water heaters. They should be getting ripped out this year. I'm having new fitted. So had a new pressurization unit put in last year. That totally screwed up and over pressurized the system and flooded out the plant room because it had the wrong PCB in it when they fitted it. They out really well. And here's a bit of a tip for you. I mean, every time I change anything in a plant room, I mean, I usually put dates on stuff. Yeah. So you know exactly how old it is and when it went in. So even down to the minute things like pressure gauges. Yeah. So just silly little stuff. So yeah, like I say, every time I change out in the plant room. Yeah, pretty cool. Right, let's get started, shall we? Yeah, so right, first job before we change these pumps is to get this system water a little bit cooler. One, so it don't crack a heat exchanger, because heat exchangers in these will just start kettling. And also to get water a little bit cooler, because there's quite a bit of pipe work. Even though you've got a non-return valve here and your gate valve there, you've still got a fair leg of water. Yeah. And then down to a strainer here where we catch up muck. I did that not so long back. I always do it on servicing and whatnot when I'm servicing the plant room. But also on isolation. It's all pretty old, these isolation in these plant rooms now. It's coming up to 16, 17 years old. And not all of it is the best, so it's always better to cool water off, and then if it doesn't isolate, you haven't got a couple of bar of pressure flying out of you. Yeah, cool. Right, on with it. Right, so we've isolated it at main fuse spurs. Yeah, I always pull the fuses out and lay them on top. And then also I work on 2 points of isolation. So in the BMS panel, I've also isolated it here as well. So all good. I've already tested it for dead. Alright, so I don't really need to show you that lot. You guys are more than competent to do that. I don't particularly like using a voltage pen. I do have one, but I'd rather do it with a multimeter. Alright, cool, let's crack on. Right, so we got water down a bit. Got everything disconnected now. Pipework's isolated. I've got my doofer underneath as best as I can. It's pretty shit. There you go, well. I don't mind dropping a bit of water on the plant room floor. You can always sort it out later. I usually stay away from drain off valves because sometimes yeah, they're just not worth it. Got everything prepped, all ready to go. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, I actually changed my mind in the end. I do have another one up back at van, so if it does pass, I can always swap it for the sake of 5 minutes out of my life. So yeah, we haven't made that much of a mess. Cool. Yeah, so we've got his pumps out now. Yeah, his pumps are out now. So clean up, flanges up. So as you can see, it ain't 100% isolated. But there you go. That's now what is that. Not at all to be expected. Alright, cool. Let's get on with the next bit. This might be something handy to know. Majority of commercial lads know this, like, but a few domestic lads. Obviously on a twin pump set we have these little flaps in here. Yeah, on either side. So when one pump's running, that closes. So it's not circulating around pump body and doing basically nothing. So yeah, alright, cool. I'll sort of show you that one while I'm at it. Right, so we've got us new ones in. Obviously I haven't tightened them up, because when you put them in, make sure you put them in slack as chuff, because you just know, don't tighten up, because you just know that last bolt that you're going to put in, you're not going to get it in. So make sure it's all goes in nice and slack, and then when you do come to tighten it up, just finger tight from there to there, yeah, and then from there to there, and then just nip, 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 and then nip, and then just go around all the way. Yeah, right, cool. Let's get it done. Right, we're in. Everything's tightened up. It's all pressurised. Yeah, what I did was, I mean, a lot of my air admittance valves, I've got quarter turn levers on them. They're supposed to be self-sealing, but I haven't passed. Had them not self-sealing. There's been 4 bar behind them. So nowadays, when I've been doing it for the past 10 years, putting quarter turns on where I can, just makes it easier, a lot safer for changing air admittance valves. So yeah, yeah, we'll get it wired up. Happy days. Before you start wiring up, guys, make sure your hands are dry. Yeah, cool. Right, so we're all wired up. Put fuses back in. So yeah, let's get it fired up. Accelerators on. Yeah, happy days. Super smashing great. Boom, boom. Right, we're kicked in. And contactors. Cool. Right, so take a differential pressure. Yeah, so they've kicked in. Pressurisation units kicked in. Of course, it's all tied in with BMS. So when you isolate pumps and boilers and whatnot, it kind of knocks other stuff off as a safety feature. All that garbage. So yeah, right. pressure. So we got 1.4 bar there, and roughly the same there. Right, let's get these pumps on. Now bearing in mind there's only one pump that runs at a time. Yeah, so what I've got to do is I've got to switch them over on trend and do things and stuff. Get it all back in. I don't expect you domestic lads to know all this stuff, but there's quite a lot to go through. These are like all your difference between what's a setting and what's a switch. So, yeah. There's always one in there. Bloody sparkies. To roughly the same, I'll sort that pump out in a minute. So yeah, there we go, happy days. Cool. Right, catch you guys later. Not my job.
Thank you very much for that, Lee. Pump flaps. Who would have known it? I've never even heard of a pump flap before. Please put a comment below. Let me know if you've heard of pump flaps. Yeah, and yeah, great video. Thank you so much, Lee, for that. For me, seeing inside plant rooms and stuff is very interesting. And if Lee, if you want to do any more, if you could tell us what different components do, what components are called, you know, obviously we know what a pump is, we know what a boiler is. But yeah, very, very interesting to me. I'm not commercial. I have actually got my commercial, but one of them, you go in, you do qualification and you pass. And I've never really done much commercial since then, really. So these type of videos, it's where I'm learning as well, which is great, you know. So thank you very much for that. If you've got any videos, anybody else, if you want to send any videos in, I'm very, very grateful for any videos that you can send in. My WhatsApp details, 077 2569 2699. Send your videos in on WhatsApp. And as Lee says, landscape if possible. Obviously, landscape is better because obviously when you're watching the TV, your TV is shaped like landscape. If you do it the other way, as a phone way, then it makes the picture small, and for editing, it's fairly difficult. So if you have a look at on the Worcester at the start, where the water's running down the wall, that one was done the other way, not landscape. And then when he's gone under the boiler with a Worcester, he's done it landscape, which is obviously, it's a lot better. Yeah, it's just a lot better. So yeah, once again, thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, thanks for watching.